Wrap me in a bolt of lightning, send me on my way still smiling. Maybe that's the way I should go, straight into the mouth of the unknown. I left the spare key on the table, I never really thought I'd be able to say I merely visit on the weekends. I lost my whole life and a different. I've said it so many times.
Play action, back to throw, Rodgers wide open, Jimmy Graham. Rainbow's right side, Burrow's got it. 10-5, Rodgers looking around, over the middle, Lazard, leaping Graham, touchdown, Green Bay!
That's kind of the identity of this football team. It hasn't been pretty at times, but when we have to make plays, we make plays.
He's going to walk it in. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown.
Let's go. Dominate on 3, 1, 2, 3, dominate.
Welcome back to Total Packers, where our very, very special guest is Aaron Rodgers. Aaron, thank you for being with us. Let's begin with the task at hand, the Seattle Seahawks. What do you think?
Well, we've had some fun ones over the years against them. They've got a great football team. They've been together for a long time, kind of the core of that team on both sides of the ball. There have been some moving pieces, but we've had some memorable games over the years.
Do they run the same scheme, or have they changed that?
Well, I think the base of it is very similar to what they've run for years, but the names are different, especially on the back end. Young guys who are playing well. Griffin has had a really nice season. He's athletic, strong, tough. Flowers on the other side is their prototypical Seattle corner. He's big, long-armed, can run. They've added some pass rushers to the mix with Jadeveon and Ziggy Ansah. They're still always stout in the middle. And you got the leading tackler in the league in Bobby, and savvy vet and KJ at the other linebacker.
Aaron, most of your teammates have zero playoff experience. You have a wealth of it. If you were going to open their heads and pour some of that experience in there, what would you pour in?
Poise. I think it's important to find that calm in your mind in these games because it seems so much bigger. Obviously, it's more important because win or go home, which the first 16 of the season aren't like that. But great opportunity to learn how to keep your poise and to stay calm and to find that relaxed flow state in the game. And I think the team that does it quicker and sustains it is usually the team that wins.
When you look at your guys' production, both offensively and defensively, in terms of yardage, you rank 18th in the league on both offense and defense. Do you think that balance is kind of an underappreciated asset?
Well, I think with stats, you can make them look any way you want them to look.
Well, we like to make them look positive here.
Well, I appreciate that, Larry. But I think the most important thing is the winning part. We have had balance, I think, in one important area, and that is in the fourth quarters of these games when we've had to have a drive or had to have a stop, we make it. And there's been so many games that have come down to us putting something together in the fourth quarter on offense and winning a football game, or us not doing it and relying on the defense to come up with a big stop. And they've done it. And they've done to the tune of 13-3, and I think those wins are so valuable. And I said it weeks ago about winning ugly. Nobody cares what the optics are. The only thing that matters is winning, and I think because this league is more about flash and the glitz and the glamour and the splash, and we haven't been that team this year, people have forgotten about the success that we've had and how dangerous we can be, and that's probably a good thing for us.
People do a lot of talking about your individual numbers. With this team at this time, could it be a case of less is more?
Well, I think the most important thing is taking care of the football and being opportunistic, and I feel like I've done that my entire career. In some seasons, I've needed to throw 40 for us to win, and some I haven't. And this has been one of those years. Our running back had 19 touchdowns. As opposed to years past, where we weren't as great consistently in the red zone, we ran the ball really well in the red zone this year. The gold zone, as we like to call it. And a big part of that was Aaron Jones, and I think the schemes that we used in those opportunities. I think now we have a little bit more balance. And it's on me to do what's in the best interest of the team, and that's taking care of the football, being opportunistic when I need to, and getting us in the right situations, with these schematics that we have and the CAN system. And it's been a lot of fun. It's been a great challenge. And I'll just finish with this. You know, I've been fortunate enough to play a long time and done a lot statistically. The only stat that matters when you're my age and you're sitting here is championships and whatever it takes. And then that's what I'm going to do for this team.
Aaron, you just mentioned the word challenge. On the flip side of that, what has been the most rewarding thing for you this season?
I don't know, Larry. I mean, this has been such a fun season. Just so many great moments and memories. I think embracing the change has been a good challenge, I think, for all of us, and it's been a lot of fun. I mean, made some great friends with some of these coaches that have come in and some of the players that have come in as well. And just seeing the different personalities mesh together as a leader, knowing that I got such a great support system. And then I can be a support system for young leaders as well has been a lot of fun. But just seeing the rise of Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith and Billy Turner and what he's meant to this team, and Adrian Amos and Mercedes Lewis, you know, coming to his own, and watching Aaron Jones develop from an incredible talent to now he's a talented leader has been a blast. And watching him and Jamal's relationship and just how selfless those two guys are, and you know, watching the line gel together week after week and play together, and bringing Elton along, and there's just so many fun storylines, and it's all built around relationships, and the relationships have really made this thing work this year.
8 new head coaches in the National Football League this past season. Matt LaFleur, the only one to have a winning record, let alone the number 2 seed in the NFC. What's his mystical it?
I think that he understands the idea of leadership, that it's not just talking all the time, it's listening, it's understanding, it's allowing for input, it's delegating well. I think he's done a good job of all those things this year. He's really listening and being creative and bringing a great work ethic to the table, and then being great at working together with people and delegating responsibility. And I think he's adapted and evolved throughout the season, letting the players, you know, take control of the team and lead the team. And because the best teams are player-led teams, he understands that. He's been around some great ones, and I think he really allowed our guys to be themselves this year.
Let's finish up by going fast forward. Let's pretend it's a month from now, and you are basking in the glow of another Super Bowl championship, and you get asked, what was the key for your team to be able to accomplish this? What do you think you'd end up saying?
I mean, I've been saying it for a while, but it's character. We're a high character group, and we know how to win. We've made great plays in clutch situations in important games to win. If we're lifting that Lombardi Trophy in less than a month, it's because of character wins in the fourth quarter, and it starts with this week.
Aaron, thanks for being with us, and good luck for a deep run into the playoffs.
Thank you, Rob.